Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday, March 1st. Yes, we've rolled into a new month. I said this year is going so fast. It really is. Today, Fairland Employment Agency updates after the 2-minute mark. And as you can see here, I did my Battle Dome. I got 5 Nerkmids on this day of resets. It'll be interesting. I think I am going to sell my Nerkmids. I'm going to keep one of each and just let the rest rip because what's the point? Uh, they're just gonna keep giving out tons of these things unless it changes. But even then, I don't see myself canceling premium anytime soon because of all the lovely juicy perks that we have at this point. I know I'm joking about that. No, I'm being serious. Premium, they are trying to roll out some things. It'll be amazing to see what is going to be coming out the rest of the year. The Neopets, of course, is over. I'm just waiting the results. Then I'll take a look through all the different winners. But realistically, why I'm doing that is because I'm lazy to scroll down. I'm going to collect my interest, which yesterday, if you didn't notice, I went back and watched it. I don't know. Like, I collected the interest, I withdrew money, and the message looked weird. So I'm going to just do that right now and see if it's. So I know I collected right there. Yeah, yeah, okay. I don't know why it does that because I've already collected the interest, but then it says, sorry, which means you're not able to collect your interest. I already did it. They got some messaging issues, but that's okay because I already know that I collected it. It's interesting though. I sat there and I'm like, I didn't really. I will say because I've gambled many times in life, gambled money that I shouldn't have. That's why I was talking about budgeting and all that. Like it's always amazing that if you ever hear people give you advice, it's probably because they went through something during their life and they're speaking from experience. Yeah, so I know, like yesterday when I left Neopets, I didn't care because that's probably just a virtual game, and I get it. I think the scary part still, I will say about that whole reroll system is the fact that you could just lose your butt on it. And I'm at the point in Neopets where I have enough points where I just don't care. I just don't care if I lose a bunch of them because I have many bunches of Neo points. And not saying that to be like better than anybody. I'm not. You can see my balance, right? I'm not like hiding it. I don't cover it. I don't do anything like that. It's just I have really nothing that I want to buy, and I have more than enough Neo points that it does not matter to me. But in real life, though, I can tell because when I gamble in real life, it hurts. It hurts to lose, but it's still fun. Yeah, it's all about just having a budget, and making sure you don't go over it. By the way, Mrs. Cleaner, thank you for sending me items. I didn't accept it yesterday. I didn't reject or accept it. I just didn't do anything with it. I know there's a page where you have to go back and claim it. I just have to go look for that. So that is why I have not accepted that item. If there is an item that I haven't accepted, just because I clicked the event and it's gone now. I just have to find that page to accept. All right, let's see. Fairy Employment Agency should be coming up momentarily, and I like to be there, a few seconds earlier. So I did get a purple right away, which was really nice. I honestly didn't think I was going to get it because I was doing something else. I turned back, hit refresh, and it was sitting there. So I felt like I went really slow, but it also could be the fact that it's Saturday morning and people just don't get up because it was painful, I feel like, to get up this morning. I am really tired. My cat, she woke me up at 3:42 in the morning because I looked at my cell phone when she jumped on me and it was 3:43. So I'm going to assume at 3:42, that's when all that happened. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Blue, red. Wouldn't that be nuts if one of these, like what they do is just put the new jobs everywhere? Put them back in the like slot number 5. That would be interesting to do. Then you actually have to look through the different ones to get it. I think that would be a change that would make it, I don't want to say more fair. If they really wanted to be more RNG and people like actually look through when new jobs come up, that would be one of the ways to improve that. But right now I'm content with how it works because it's working out for me, I guess. Right, apricot, some jelly, whole kiwi jelly. It's been a long time. I used to love Jello a lot when I was a kid, but then, of course, we used to make it too much, and now I don't like it as much. The only time I'll eat it, I don't actually ever make it anymore. But the only time I'll eat it if I go out to like a Chinese buffet or something, then I'll have that little bit of Jello with my fortune cookie. Outside that, no. All right, let's see the stocks. I have not paid attention to it. So everything outside of that one big one is pretty down there. Pretty down, down, down. 532. 532. Anything Smuggler's Cove? No. It's always such oh no. 0 to 10. All right, let's see what we got. 8, 36, 52, 28. So 72. Oh no, this is gonna be an interesting day. Look at Doggo. I am loving it. It is almost springtime. My girls can go out onto the deck. So we finished our deck. If you haven't heard this before, we built this deck for them so that they could go out. And now it is almost springtime, and then I can let them out. It's funny because they're so nervous to go outside. It's an enclosed deck. They can't get out. They can't touch the grass or anything like that. But they are surrounded. It's like a see-through cage. There's a screen all the way around this thing. So I just can't wait to see them. I want them to really just smell the fresh air, right? Like just, at the very least hear the birds and just enjoy life more than just being confined in this house. But not escaping, of course, not like going full blast and letting them just be outdoor cats and then come back at some time in the middle of the night. Like I don't want that to happen. And I say that because the lady I stayed with in college, there was one year that the one? No, 2 years. 2 years I stayed at I rented a room from her house. Like I actually stayed in some this lady's a very nice lady. Very, very nice lady. I stayed in one of the rooms in her house. It was her son's room, and he oh shoot, I'm out of Race to Riches. That's what I'm missing. Wait, what am I missing here? Race to I stayed in his room and they had a cat and the cat would go outside at night and he woke me up about 3 a.m. It was really cold out. He started meowing at my window. I would hang out with him all the time. He'd come into my room. We'd have dinner together. I'd give him some tuna every now and then. But he was outside one night, and I wasn't thinking about it, and he was meowing. I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't even know they let him out. But he was outside, and he meowed at my window. And for whatever reason, I woke up. I took a picture and went back to sleep. To just have that moment for some freaking reason. I don't know why. I should have let him in. I think he was calling out to me to let him in. But he survived. I mean, he came back. I saw him, all the way up until the last days. I really wish I could have kept him. I know obviously I didn't because that's her cat. His name was Snickers. Snickers is such a cool cat. I remember growing up, like the cats that I'd always meet would always smell. They'd be kind of like standoffish, they want to take a piece of you. But the cats as I grew up later on in life, all super nice. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe it's just how they were raised or something, or the background they had. Maybe they were like street cats or something. But oh yeah, the ones I've seen in my life towards the like this period of time, they're so freaking nice. It's just sad because I know some people have bad experiences with cats that they just don't want to have cats, but cats are pretty amazing. Dogs amazing, cats amazing. Like this one, look at this guy. I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, he looks like a fun dog. All right, let's see. Cozy campfire, stick, 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 probably. Mush, not mushy, marshmallow. There we go. My sister-in-law had a game night. Yes, I really wanted to go to this game night, but the problem was it was a couples game night, and I didn't want to be. It was her coworkers too. So I didn't want to go to that. My wife didn't want to go, so that pretty much squashed that. But at the same time, I didn't want to go to that because I don't know how I do. I'm not really the best around couples, because then it's like, uh-oh. Okay, I was like, what is going on here? 15.99, 13. Oh, I should have taken the 13. 12. Because in real life, let's just go back here. In real life, you're one on one. Like right now, I am one on one versus you. If you've not realized this, this is just me and you time. And I either connect to you or not, or you can be like, man, this is some weird conversation. But right now, this is one on one, me versus you, and you're either gonna like this or you're not. But when it comes to couples, okay, you're 2v2. So yeah, I know I say some wild things, but it's actually true. If you're on those conversations that they talk together, it's a couple thing for the most part. Sometimes they'll segue away where you'll talk to the guy or girl and the other person will talk to the guy or girl, but you ever have those moments where you don't know what to say? Like if you segment off like that, if they start doing that, then you have to connect with the one person, and that's sometimes hard to do because as a team together it might work that you're able to have a discussion, but then when you go one on one after that, it might not work out. And then what ends up happening is the three pair off, and then you're just one. You're just by yourself. I know I think about that too much, but hopefully you understand my personality by hearing what I'm saying. It's actually true. I didn't even enjoy that battle fairy right there because I'm too engrossed in this couple versus couple thing. But yeah, it was a game night. I was like, "Where's that drinking game?" Because that's what would carry me through the drinking game. That's how that's how I stop, turn my brain off, and just say random things. But she said she have drinks, but no drinking games. I wanted to go though. The games they were playing were like telestrations. I love telestrations. So much fun. All right, what did I get? Defense, strength, health. Yeah, there we are. Lovely, lovely. All right, so I gotta do food club. I should attempt to sell things because this is trophy reset day. Quest log. Ooh, quest log. Let me collect. I got a canapé. I'm assuming at some point in my life I'd had a canapé, but I don't think I've gone out of my way to actually eat something like that. Let me just see. What is a canapé? Let's see. A canapé. French is a type of starter, a small prepared and often decorative food consisting of a small piece of bread or cracker wrapped or topped with some savory food held in the fingers and often eaten in one bite. Okay, I mean, obviously I've had that before, but as I see here in the pictures, I have not definitely gone out of my way to make that or purchase that. And the only time I've had it was probably like at weddings or on that cruise ship. Damn, these look good. They look really fancy. Weddings have them. That's it. Yeah. Oh my God. I love weddings. And then the fun part about weddings is like eating all the delicious food, like seeing all these wonderful things come out. I know my sister, no, my cousin had a, it was funny watching it because she had it in the giant building in Philadelphia. It was like the 50th floor or something. It was something crazy. And it cost, that wedding was just insane, the amounts of money that they spent on it. And I'm like, that is nuts. Because I can't imagine, and I didn't. Well, I'm already married, so I already know that I didn't spend tons of money on my wedding, and that's fine. I think that's a person's choice. If it's in their budget, then that makes sense. But it was super fancy, and the food was good. They had lamb chops, and people like for appetizers, like before the actual dinner happened. And people were literally, I'm not even joking, camping out the door where the servers are coming out to like somewhat ambush them. Not ambush, but like get first shot at anything that was coming out. And man, they people just mob those servers. Is that it? Silver. This is silver. I don't want the silver. Today's Saturday. I got all day, man. I'm gonna get some good ones. Okay, so that was it for that. But yeah, the weddings are so much fun. I love them. Okay, that looks like it is. I'm like looking through all of this. I think that's it. I got out my shop wizard. I did my quest log, and now I have to finish because my wife made some kind of. It's a egg quiche thing, and I heard the oven go off, so it's probably cooling right now. So I got to finish here with this. Your favorite Pokemon? Nah, random fun. Tell the person above you what food their active pet would be. What? What food? No. Hmm. 28. Do you still eat eggs? Oh, I like this one. I never ate eggs anyways. So over here now, it's $6 a dozen. I went to the store last night. Six a dozen. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts, man. I mean, it's 50 cent an egg. And I think about like what I can get. over here at the store, they have a sale that is 1 pound of drumsticks, chicken drumsticks, 49 cents. And I think about eggs being 50 cents an egg, and I'm like, oh, do I want that chicken leg or do I want the egg? And I know each one has different nutrients in it. Like there, obviously, eggs has lutein. It's really good for you. Right now that we know it's not horrible cholesterol wise, so it's yeah, it's really hard. It's hard with six. I don't eat eggs, but I buy them for my wife. And to be honest, the place where we get them, the price hasn't gone up that much yet. So that's nice because it's a meal staple for her. Yeah. I mean, and the bakers, they're really struggling with the prices of eggs at this point. But it's gonna swing like pretty drastically. If you don't know what I mean by that, is people are ramping up the amount of chickens because what happened, right, was the bird flu. That's what we were told, that the bird flu happened. Birds had to be killed. Now we don't have eggs. So at some point, as you can imagine, people are trying to restock said chickens, and it's going to swing. Like it's going to go from $6 and drastically over to like being on the low end because all these people have chickens now and they need to sell, said eggs. So I think there's gonna be. I even know people that started raising their own chickens, and I'm like, man, you could just wait this thing out. Then you don't have to go through the effort of owning chickens, building a pen, because it's going to come. And I get it. Like by getting your own chickens, there's a bit of self sufficiency. It's a bit of a hobby too. It gives you something to do, but can't imagine taking care of chickens. Yeah, like it's not just you wake up and feed them and then magically get an egg. You got other things to deal with. And not to mention, you're going to have other animals out there in the world that are going to attempt to try to get your chickens. It's going to be interesting. I do, but on top of them being a little bit more expensive than normal in my area, so many people in my community have flocks of their own. There it is. See, I didn't even read that part, but there it is. I can get them for like 3 a dozen for living in this rural area, but no, I don't eat eggs anywhere. There used to be a farm that was selling them for 3 a dozen, but even now they moved it up to like $5. Yes, it's easy protein. Egg prices where I am haven't exploded. Exploded. Wow. Wow, that's nuts. It's 6 for 12 here. Yep, that's what I'm getting. It's just an easier protein to cook than chicken or beef and still ultimately cheaper per meal than the real meats. Wow. Yeah, I see that's I had the reverse of that. My other meats are cheaper than what the eggs are, which is, crazy. $7 a dozen. So I stopped entirely unless my friend's chicken lay too many. Yeah, it's interesting to see stopping getting them and then people actually raising their own. In order to get my money's worth, I have to eat the eggshells now too. No. I mean, it is calcium. I know people, I've seen people, I don't know any personally. I've seen people actually eat it and say it's because they want the extra calories. If you got plants and crush on their pots after washing and drying the eggshells, you're getting your money's worth. If you got plants and crush on their pots. I know I wonder what this person's trying to say, but I know my grandma, as part of like a fertilizer type thing, she would take shrimp shells and throw them into the garden. That was the thing that they did in Vietnam. And she did that over here. I don't really buy them. No, I like them hard boiled though, so it stinks. They're so expensive. I do love a good hard boiled egg. I love soft ones. Everything's just nice. Eggs are really great. It's funny. One of the more interesting things that I had a misinterpretation of when I was growing up, like a misunderstanding, was Easter. It grossed me out because I remember getting the Easter eggs and they were actually the hard boiled eggs that people painted on. And I would, my brother and sister would go and do this Easter egg hunt, and then my dad was taking the eggs and he just peeled it and started eating it. And I'm like, ew, gross. Like in my mind, I always thought these eggs were just trash afterwards. Like I didn't know you can actually eat it. And I know that sounds crazy, but they had paint and stuff on it, like on the shell. So I just always assumed that, that no longer can you eat them. But he sat there and ate them. And I mean, he's still alive. So oh boy. The things I thought of when I was a kid that I really didn't understand. Understand that eggs are from chickens as hens. They do hold all the nutrients and proteins that create that chicken. Depending where you're at, there are bulk egg cartons that are like 99 cents for 30. That's like 5 cents an egg. Some are 10. What? Dang, that's crazy. All right, that sounds like I am done. I gotta go. I heard the oven go off, and my wife's probably patiently waiting for me. So I wish you all a happy Saturday. Good luck with Neopets. If you're going for any trophy today, I wish you the best. Get that gold and let me know how you did. But I will see you later. Bye.